Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you lucky episode 13 of Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit. We're in northeastern Avernum. We have our orders and what we have to do, but we're kind of exploring around. This looks like Motrax's cave. Lair of Motrax. Yep. Let's see. Okay, we've pretty much explored this corner here. Let's go to the Lair of Motrax, and I guess we have something to do here. Let's come up. You walk back to the sign you just passed and looked at it again. Your eyes didn't deceive you. It said what you thought it said. A dragon lives here. A dragon named Motrax. Before you came to Avernum, you didn't think any dragons still existed in the world. The Empire tried hard to slaughter them all, just like they wiped out every other magical creature on the surface. Everything from gremlins to griffins. When you realized that dragons still existed, though, you had a strange feeling. A mixture of fear and elation. True, dragons could be sinister, deadly, avaricious creatures, seldom to be trusted. Yet you could not help but feel that the world was poorer without them. The sign says the Cave of Motrax. Report to barracks before entering. Do not unnecessarily disturb the dragon. Guest quarters. Come, join us. Good witch, Marion. I will take your bread, though. You meet a woman in long, sparkling robes. Her robes are made of the normal rough Avernum cloth, but silver threads woven throughout it make the garment glitter in the dim light of Avernum. She displays a constant smile and seemingly boundless energy. "Welcome, traveler," she says. "I am Marion, good witch of the northern caves. I hope the day treats you well." "Have you been in these caves long?" "I have been here for a year now, conversing with, teaching, and learning from Motrax." "What do you know of Motrax?" "He is the ancient dragon of the cave. He knows so much of all the Avernum tunnels and of the races in them." "Are you researching the tunnels for a reason?" "I hope one day to plumb into his memory and find knowledge of a tunnel to the surface world. Then I can escape this horrid pit." She looks at you slyly. "And maybe take the captain with me." "Which captain?" She grins very broadly. "Ko's the captain here. If I left, I'd have to take him with me. He's good to have around." Marion continues to be a spot of bright light in the darkness of the caves. "You wish to speak more, far traveler?" I would like to learn more magic." She laughs. "Wouldn't we all? Alas, the magic I can teach would not be handy for you. It concerns building, not burning. Though, of course, this world makes us need both." "Where might I learn burning magic?" "I would go south to Formello and visit the great library there, and the sacred temple, two mighty beacons of applied magical learning." That's all for now, thanks. "Hello to you." Teacup. Roll. Okay. Oh, there's a button there. Oh. Steal from the lair of Motrax. An emerald. I found this secret. Oh well. It's an emerald no one's ever going to know is there. But, oh, we can steal take 8 copper coins. And that's stealing. Right here. Pair of sandals. I'll take the fine robe. And, they're writing something down here. Okay. Check out what's in here. Scroll of lightning. I mean, I could take this stuff, of course. It's just for the lair of Motrax. Healing herbs. It's not like Anybody's really using this stuff? A silver necklace. And a trowel. Okay, we can take all that stuff. Very cool. Not gonna steal anything unnecessarily. Oh, a free... Oh, it's a potted plant. Thought it was herbs. Wow, lots of cool stuff there. Nothing. You see a skinny man in steel armor, actual steel, walking around taking care of the business of the fort. He's almost manic. He can't seem to slow down. When he sees you, he runs up to greet you. A visitor! Welcome, welcome! I am Captain Cole, the greeter. You report to me before you seek the dragon. Is this where I need to report before entering further? Yup. I greet visitors to the cave. I also guard things I need to be guarding. I am a visitor. He goes into his prepared greeting speech, quivering with happiness. All visitors are welcomed in the cave of Motrax to greet the Ancient One, to teach and learn. The rules are simple. Stay on the rock path and behave. Why should I stay on the path? Safety. When visiting Motrax, go north through the main cave. He'll be in the second cave in. He throws trash into the tunnels to the west and lives in the tunnels to the east. I recommend against going into his home. He probably wouldn't like it. And he has some nasty fire lizard pets who live off his trash. They're quite nasty. What rock path? The stone walkway. Only walk between here and the lair of the dragon. Don't take any side passages or you'll end up really regretting it. Remember that. Directly here to the dragon and directly back or it's not safe. Does Motrax have a horde? Ko looks around, worried that someone might have heard you. Motrax is friendly, but he is not tame. If he thinks you threaten his horde, he will kill you. So don't even mention it. Captain Ko's energy has not subsided. So, yes, and your visit goes well? Have you seen the dragon? You should see the dragon, now that you have been greeted, yes. You guard a dragon's lair. He straightens up. It's a dull job. With Motrax around, only a fool would cause trouble. I mainly greet people and take care of my cats. You have cats here, where are they? Sure, they go with me wherever I'm stationed. Delta and Epsilon are their names. They should be in the cave. Motrax loves them. Delta and Epsilon, those strange names. I got them from Motrax. I heard him mumbling something about something, and it involved a lot of weird letters and the words Delta and Epsilon. And I liked them, so I named my cats after it. Makes sense, yes? We met someone named Marion. She seemed quite fond of you. Saying this sets off a very impressive display. First he stutters, then he splutters, then he twitches a bit while turning red and struggling to talk. Finally, with great effort, he manages to say, Oh, yes, and I have her. Do you know anything about a magical flying sphere? No, not a thing about it. The sages might, though. That sounds like a sagey thing. Sages know all about sagey things. Okay. Thank you, Ko. Captain's office. Take some provisions in case we get hungry. I gotta steal the meal. There's a button here, though. I wonder if this is considered a side path. Zeld. You see a dim, insubstantial figure lurking in the back of the cave. It says in a soft, spectral voice, I was Zeld. Then it makes a spooky noise. What are you here for? He speaks very quietly. I wait here, yearning for revenge. Revenge against who? On foul Motrax, who slew me while I merely looked at his treasure. Where is Motrax's treasure? I tell all I can as my revenge. It lies beyond the lake, beyond his lair, beyond the entry cave. But there is a passage so humans can get to it, should he pass on. I found it. There are no traps in it. I think I set them all off. His ghostly form wavers briefly in his anger and excitement. I will try to steal his treasure. Excellent! As I said, I think there are no traps left. Look for a secret passage just south of the dragon's nest. I long for the dragon's downfall. The ghost turns faint and shrinks back into the corner. And what if I say, like, you tried to steal that kind dragon's treasure, you got what you deserved. And you will now get what you deserve, fool! Oh! Really? Oh no, where did I save? Did I save it all? Oh boy. Okay. I greet you. That tools. Take a single candle. Bread. Okay, let's continue on. Guards. You spend some time talking to the Avernite soldiers guarding the lair of the dragon Motrax. They are surprisingly calm about spending so much time near such a creature. Apparently, as long as they keep him fed, he's very sociable. They are mostly here to keep foolish adventurers from angering him. Goodies to steal. No shovels. Leather armor. Crude bow. Man, it's sure tempting. So tempting. Keep in line. The floor of this cave has been worn smooth by dragon feet passing over it time after time, for centuries. The beast's claws have left ruts inches deep. The dragon himself is waiting for you in his alcove. His body is weakening, but his eyes are still sharp. Epsilon. Two healthy and well-tended cats wander freely about Motrax's lair. The dragon clearly dotes on the little creatures. Stay out of my hoard. Ease my tedium. I'm not going to take his food. You stand before a dragon. He is green with reddish highlights and towers high above you. The dull color of his skin and the cracks in his wings make you guess that he is old. Very, very old. He stares at you with frighteningly wise eyes. Interesting, he rasps. A traveling warrior, like in days of old. I see spirit in your eyes. I am Motrax. Come, speak with me a short time. Ease my tedium. What are you? He sighs. A small wisp of flame comes out. I am an ancient dragon, long past my prime. I do not roam the caves and hunt anymore, but instead devote myself to scholarly pursuits and playing with my cats. His voice is rich and deep. You have to concentrate to keep it from hypnotizing you, even when old and decrepit dragons are mighty creatures infused with raw magic. How old are you? 1,000 years I have been alive. I hope for 1,000 more, but they will be quiet years filled with contemplation, not battle. Have you fought many battles? Yes, I have fought in numerous battles, with Slithzerakai, with humans, and with my brothers. You have brothers? I call the other dragons in these caves my brothers, but don't be mistaken. We are not hatched from like broods, and we are not all males of the species. Are there many other dragons? There are 5 of them living in these caves. Myself, reclusive Aethron, cruel Pirog, wise Koth, and Sulphurus, strongest of them all. He sighs. They are all young compared to me. We are estranged. Do not ask me more. I prefer not to speak of them. Why not? For a moment you see a flash of anger in Motrax's eyes. I do not appreciate being pestered. I will only say that I am of different breeding than them. I was born in the underworld centuries ago, and came to know humans only recently. The other 4, they fled into the underworld recently. They ran from the Empire, which was slaughtering all of my kind. They avoid and taunt me. I think they are ashamed that they fled. What are you? You devote yourself to scholarly pursuits here? I have humans come here, and I learn of their ways and of the land above ground. I would like to visit it. Alas, your leaders would no doubt cast me below again at best. He chuckles smokily. I like you, Avernites, despite our first meeting. What happened at the first meeting? I met some of those in the first expedition. What is this first expedition? His head rears back in surprise. You haven't learned of the expedition yet. When those above in the Empire found these caves, they sent a large force below, led by a small group of powerful adventurers, bearing much powerful magic. The sorry band hoped to subdue those of us in the underworld. They were arrogant, they were stupid, and they were slaughtered. How were they slaughtered? In many different ways. A group of them came here, fleeing a band of sliths. They dared to demand that I help them. I refused. He chuckles. They attacked. I slew them and cast aside their paltry treasures. Another band came, humbly this time, asking for sanctuary. I refused them, though they offered a bribe. What happened to their treasure? My leftovers go to my pets, stupid, smaller cousins who live down the tunnel to the west. I recall giving their trinkets to my pets to play with. You know, those trinkets are probably still there, even after all those years. You may take them if you want. Be careful, though. My pets anger easily. What was the second band's bribe? A stone key, which they said they found somewhere far to the west. I was so enraged by their attack that I threw them out, and their trinket with them. They can't have gotten far before the sliths got them. They went southeast. Search the tunnels in that direction, and you may find it. Look for the site of a battle long past. You take note of this. That is where we're now going to find the stone key. Now we know where to look. You like cats? Yes, quite a lot. Remarkable little creatures. I don't know how I lived without them. What was the battle with the Slithzerakai like? They are my brothers in cold blood, but in no other way. There are many of them who are kind and wise, but the Slithzerakai who live nearby are exiles from their race. They are cruel, dangerous, and brave. Once they had the gall to attack my home. He tells the story of the battle, a story of blood and fire. It ends, of course, in his total victory over the Sliths. What major battles were you in? He launches into a rambling tale of a battle between himself and some huge demon, which he calls a Hawkeye. He seems unsure if he's told you the story before. His eyes lose their sharp focus, and he starts to ramble. He recovers, but he doesn't seem to notice that he left his tale only half finished. The ancient dragon Motrax lies in his lair. He watches you with great interest. Ah, does the young warrior wish to speak? I am most interested. You find me interesting? I do, though you are not well known. You have in your eye of a dangerous gleam. It is the glow I have seen in all those who have gone on to perform great acts. I am old. I can see such things. I have seen heroes of old. The heroes of old? The humans who first came to Avernum, the poor exiles who tamed these savage caves and bent them to their will. Perhaps I am old and sentimental, but I found it within me to admire them. Do you believe that I will achieve great things? No, I believe that you will die. Only the rarest of those who carry your spark have the skill and luck needed to survive it. I will be fascinated to hear how long you live. Such amusements do much to ease the tedium of my long life. Do you know anything about a sphere? He thinks. One of the first visitors brought a sphere that allowed flight. His name was Thralny. I've been trying to find out more, but have had no luck. I had thought that the Empire killed all of the dragons. I have been down here for centuries, long before the Empire commenced their savage genocide against my kind. Do you ever long for revenge? Revenge? Why would I long for revenge? The Empire has never touched me, and it never will. If the other dragons were too weak to protect themselves, why is it any concern of mine? Of course, if you speak with them, they might feel differently. Someone in Formello wants me to find a certain scroll on religious history. Ah, well, I can see why you would ask me, but I am not half the historian some of you humans think I am. The dragon Koth, far to the west, is the collector of magical tomes of all sorts. You should ask him for his help. Okay, I guess that's everything. I don't see any way to ask him about his hoard. I'll be going now. Then I wish you interesting travels, and I hope to hear more of them. The dragon lowers his head and resumes his rest. Ease my tedium. Trinkets down to the west that are still there. I don't think we can handle whatever's down here. Be it fire lizards or something. There's all sorts of bones. We'll see. No. Did I save? Good gravy. Gotta be careful. I did save, though. What's down to the east? Stay out of my hoard. There are several huge piles of rounded stones to the west, stacked and arranged in the form of a comfortable bed for Motrax. Looking around the pile, you can see old, withered dragon scales by the dozen. What is absent are the heaps of loot dragons are renowned for gathering. A bed for Motrax. Let's go press this button. Uh-oh. Traps. We're not going to be able to disarm these things. The corridor is damp and quiet. Very, very quiet. You start to get nervous. Wandering around in the back passages of a dragon's lair can be a very reckless thing to do. We disarmed it. Ooh, we disarmed it. That's, interesting. Oh. We're at a standstill with this thing. I don't know how to diffuse gelatinous cubes. Okay, that's everything there. How interesting. watching you. Let's see. Is there anything else to do here? I mentioned your name to Ko. It made him somewhat nervous. Yes, that's him. Took him several months to get a good conversation out of him. Things progressed well from there. Okay. What is this place? Guest quarters. I'm just debating if I want to steal from it. I guess not. Okay. Guess we're done here. Come down this way. Alright. Now we should probably head to the lair of the Nephilim. In this tanglework of caves up here. Oh, we should go get the stone key, actually. We should F3 pretty soon here. What is this? This passage starts sloping upward sharply. You keep climbing, starting to get hopeful. You slowly start to believe that you may have found the way out. The passage ends in a cave-in 2 miles up. Countless tons of rock block the exit. Burns on the ceiling make it clear this was the work of humans, not nature. The Empire sealed off this passage. Your search for a way to escape the underworld must continue. Let's continue exploring. I love exploring these tunnels. I want to get back down to over here, though. And you pick through the remains of a battle long past. As you do, you see something that you wouldn't have noticed if Motrax hadn't told you about it. It's a small key made of some smooth gray material. It is held in the bony remains of someone's arm, wedged between 2 rocks. You take a closer look and see that the key has been carved out of stone. Take it. Got a stone key. Cool. I have no clue what that's for. But we may find out someday. Hopefully we do. A cave. Found ancient crypt. What do we have a sign for up here? Cave of Motrax East, Fort Draco. 30 miles west. Oh, more soldiers. Ooh, what's this? Nothing? Huh. Just little indentations. Oh, this has got to be something. Nothing. Wow. Alright, let's see. We asked about the scroll, but it belongs to it. The Western Dragon Koth. Hot Springs, the Crystal Cavern. Stolen Necklace. The Stolen Necklace is really our only next major lead, but let's continue exploring over this way. You walk below a nest of huge carnivorous bats. They descend upon you, squeaking and baring their long fangs. Oh no. Unbelievable. Where did I save last? Autosave near Formello. Okay. Criminy. Oh, don't go back there then. Come up this way. What do we have here? This is a crumbling farmhouse in the corner of this small cavern. Refuse and gnawed bones litter the ground around it. When you get close, a young ogre walks out to greet you. He snarls at you. "This my cave. Me. You go now. I no go away." Leave. Excuse me. Alright, we leave that area alone. Where's the fortress of the Slitherikai? Oh, we had it somewhere. Or I keep calling them Slitherikai, they're Nephilim. Oh, must be down here. There it is. Let's hit F3 and just look up here. Nothing. There's an encampment in this clearing. There are piles of refuse and gnawed bones everywhere. Big bones and big footprints among them. Something huge lives here. Whoever or whatever it is, they aren't at home, and yet as you leave, you can't shake the feeling you are being watched. Secret. The weight of incredible age weighs on this tiny cave. It's almost hard to believe there was ever anyone here, but there must have been. There's a glowing blue crystal resting on the floor, hard to see under the mold which covers it. Take it. You got another wisdom crystal. Nice. We'll go ahead and use them soon. Just looking for spots to step in. That might have something for us. Okay, let's come over this way. Come up here a little bit. Where it says Fort Draco, 30 miles north. What the heck? This large cave is filled with spider webs strung from stalagmite to stalagmite. The webs are new and occupied. Fortunately, the large spiders hanging from the strands don't seem to be paying any attention to you. Oh, they will when I come in here, and they're going to kill me. There's a body hanging from the webs here, long ago sucked dry. Through the thick white husk surrounding the carcass, you can see a bone wand still in the corpse's hand. Take it. You cut through the husk and retrieve the wand. Your action causes the webs to vibrate. The vibrations attract the attention of several visitors. They are hungry. You encounter a group of hostile creatures. You manage to escape their notice. Now let's fight them and see what happens. Aranea and giant spiders. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to handle this. Should have dazed them. You can daze. Oh yeah, you're the dazer. Right. Perfect. Okay. casted something. Dazed us. RNA are a sort of magical spider then. Let's go ahead and call a beast. Wow, they're calling beasts. I don't think we can do this. Alright, let's... not go get the bone wand. But maybe we can head to Fort Draco. Check this out. It's F3. Let's see how long we've been playing. 35 minutes, so just about done here. There's a fair amount of mining and manufacturing in the Fort Draco area. Thus, understandably, there are plenty of guards wandering around looking to protect the region's wealth. The guards examine you long enough to satisfy themselves that you don't match the descriptions of any known bandits, then they move on. Worms. Venomous worms, vapor rats. Oh boy. Let's get these vapor rats, I guess. Pretty much a daze, like ASAP. Go ahead and light another smoke. Oh man. Oh, they're all dazed. Nice. Oh no. That's so dangerous and deadly. Another shot. I don't have it. Oh, I don't know. I didn't have a weapon equipped, I guess. You attack there. You go ahead and heal Croft, and you go ahead and heal yourself, girl. They're poisoning. Okay, Croft. Yikes, the poison is real. The poison's gonna kill her. Why did I attack so far away? Nice. Go ahead and drink a potion and come here, and okay. Nice. You come get that worm. And you, just attack. Success, success, success. Nothing on the ground. Worms completed. What does this sign say? Dragon Cave East, Fort Draco, 8 miles west. Sign says mining tunnels north. Alright, let's head to Fort Draco. Boom, boom, boom. Come down here. We do have to go do that Nephilim quest eventually, but right now we can hang out here. You enter Fort Draco, famed source of most of the metal produced in Avernum. Gold is valuable down here, but iron and steel are life. Without them, there are no tools, no picks, no weapons. Fort Draco is vital to Avernum's survival. However, such importance comes at a great price for those who live here. Fort Draco is a nightmare of soot and smoke. It's loud and filthy, and slag and ore are heaped everywhere. You develop a splitting headache almost immediately. The citizens of Fort Draco are a dirty, hardy crew. Work in the foundry and the mines have made these folks strong and self-reliant, and completely encrusted in soot. The guards of Fort Draco are constantly on the alert for Nephilim brigands and Slith Zarakai raiders. They don't have enough time or interest to speak with you. Docks Inn. Doc and Grant and Lizard. You see a small green lizard. It wears a ribbon around its tail and a bell around its neck. Hello, lizard. What are you? Hiss, I'm a familiar. Hiss, hiss. Tries to shake the ribbon off. You're a familiar for what wizard? Hiss, for her nibs, Grant. The one who makes my life long strings of torment and humiliations. Hiss, I say. Hiss. 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 Yeah, whatever. It walks off. Here and hit G. We'll take some bread for free. Grant. You see an old woman in ragged black robes. She is having a drink and some bread at the bar, but she keeps looking over her shoulder. She seems to be watching something. Distracted, she says, I'm Grant, wandering sage. Can't talk now. You are a sage? Yes, and not that sort of sage, so don't ask. I can't teach you spells or how to find herbs or stab more efficiently or anything like that. If that's what you're after, and I'm sure it is, go east of Formello. What are you looking for? I'm looking for my familiar right now. It's being very naughty. Then we're going to meet the dragon. Dragon? Where? Mighty and ancient Motrax lives in a cave to the east. He welcomes all humans. He actually likes us. Mages from all over go to learn from him. I'm on my way now. If I can only find that naughty, naughty familiar. She turns to continue searching. She spies a lizard under a table and leaps after it. It gets away. You're trying to find your familiar? Yes, my little lizard, my friend and helpmate, who I won't punish for hiding, not at all. She starts to search faster as she shouts. You hear from behind you something say, yeah, right. She jumps up, running after the sound. So I'm going to save here and say thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you're digging the LP. I'm having a blast so far. Hope you guys are too. Lots more to come, so stay tuned. Yeah, we are just scratching the surface of this behemoth of a game. Going to be a lot of fun going forward, so I hope to have you guys with me on this epic journey. Much love, peace, and joy. Take care, and see you in the next one. So long.